Hello and welcome to my channel Yarn Over with Arthritis. I'm Rachel and thanks for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please like, subscribe so I can grow my channel. Today I'm making an infinity scarf. It's an easy pattern to follow. I'm using my 3.5mm hook and I've got some double knit or 8 ply yarn. I use just under 2 balls of this yarn to make the scarf. And here I've made the scarf in this burgundy colour yarn, and so it's a puff stitch and also half double crochet and single crochet, so it's not a very hard pattern to follow and it makes a lovely scarf. So let's get started. So we're going to make a slip knot and chain 196 stitches. I find it easy to count in tens and then I'll keep track, or you can have a notepad and every 10 you make cross them off. Starting in the second chain, we're going to single crochet into every stitch. Our next round we're going to chain 1 and we're going to start the puff stitch. So the first stitch we want to create 1 single crochet, skip the next stitch and then put your hook through the next stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through. You should have 8 loops on your crochet hook. and then yarn over and pull through all the 8 loops, and then you'll chain 1 to close the puff stitch. And we're going to repeat that, so skip 1 and create a puff stitch and repeat right till the end. Your last stitch will be a single crochet stitch. Our next round is another puff stitch round, so chain 1, in the first stitch make a single crochet, and then in the next stitch on top of the puff stitch you'll create a puff stitch. So hook through that stitch, yarn over, pull through, hook through the stitch, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You should have 8 on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through the 8 and chain 1 to close the puff stitch. Then you'll skip the next stitch and then repeat the puff stitch again. So hook through that stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over into the same stitch, pull through. So you've got 8, yarn over, or pull through the 8 and 1 chain to close. And then just keep repeating that till the end. Your last stitch will be a single crochet stitch. Now next round we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work half double crochet into every stitch. Our next round we're going to chain 1, and working in the 3rd loop we're going to half double crochet into every stitch. And we're going to repeat the last row, so chain 1 and working in the 3rd loop we'll half double crochet into every stitch. Our next round we'll chain 1 and working in the 3rd loop we'll single crochet into every stitch. In this round we'll make another puff stitch round, so chain 1, your first stitch is a single crochet stitch, then skip 1 stitch, and the next stitch you'll create the puff stitch. So hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through until you've got 8 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through the 8 and chain 1 to close the puff stitch, and then you'll repeat that. So skip 1, create the puff stitch, skip 1, create the puff stitch, and your last stitch for the round will be a single crochet stitch. Our next round's another puff stitch round, so chain 1. Your first stitch will be a single crochet stitch, and then you will create a puff stitch into the next stitch, which is on top of the previous puff stitch. Then skip 1 and repeat, and then your last stitch of the round will be a single crochet stitch. Our next round will chain 1 and do half double crochet into every stitch. Our next round will chain 1 and working in the third loop we'll half double crochet into every stitch. We're going to repeat the last round, so chain 1 and working in the third loop, half double crochet into every stitch. Our next round we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work in the 3rd loop and single crochet into every stitch. Now we're going to do 2 rounds of the puff stitch, so chain 1, our first stitch and our last stitch will be a single crochet, and then skip 1 and create the puff stitch and repeat. This will be our last round, so chain 1 and single crochet into every stitch. Now I'm going to join the 2 ends together, so put them together and single crochet across, and then you'll fasten off and sew the end of the yarn so you can't see the tail of the yarn. And we've finished our infinity scarf. Hope you found the pattern easy to follow. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.